Hello everybody, this is Bonnie with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we're going to make an arrangement, and this is actually one for Valentine's Day. We are working on making prototypes to be able to put these up on our website. And this one's called Traditional Love. We're going to make it in red and pink. And so watch as I put this together. I'm starting out with a cylinder vase, and I filled it with fresh water, added a little bit of floral food, and then I'm going to start with some leather leaf. Leather leaf is just a inexpensive foliage that we like to use here at the shop. We like to use it as a base greenery. So I'm just taking this leather and I'm adding it to my vase, and I'm going to go all the way around. All right, so there is my little bit of leather all the way around. Next, I'm going to come in with a little bit of Israeli ruscus. I like Israeli ruscus. It, again, is another fairly inexpensive foliage, so I'm going to tuck that in. And then I've got some beautiful seeded eucalyptus that I'm going to use. Now, this is just one stem of seeded eucalyptus, and I'm just going to tuck that right in. And then we will get started with our flowers. All right, so there is our pretty greens added to our vase. I've got extra greenery for just in case that I'm going to leave here to the side. Now, the first flower I'm going to use is a stock that I painted pink with floral paint. Now, my flower that we're actually going to use for this arrangement will be pink lark, but I don't have any available right this second, so I'm just trying to make something as close as possible. So I tinted a couple stems of stock. It's white stock that I tinted pink. So I'm going to add a couple stems of pink stock to this arrangement. So I added one kind of taller and tucked one a little shorter. Next, we're going to come in with some pink Alstroemeria lilies. So I have two stems of pink Alstros. I like Alstros because they're long lasting. But here's a couple stems of Alstros. So I'm going to cut one and tuck one here in the front, right there. And then I'm going to turn my arrangement around and tuck one toward the back. Just right in there. So it's going to be kind of an all the way around arrangement. Next, we have some beautiful pink spray roses. So these are actually garden spray roses. We will use traditional regular spray roses for this arrangement for Valentine's Day, but this will work as to give us something that it looks like. So I'm going to tuck one kind of low there in the front, and then my second stem I'm going to tuck back here toward the back, just cutting that stem at an angle. So there's our spray roses. Next, we're going to come in with some Hypericum berries. So I have some beautiful red Hypericum berries. Again, I wanted this to be a traditional pink and red for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to strip the foliage on that stem, cut it at an angle, and I'm going to tuck one kind of right there in the middle. I'm going to strip my second stem, cut it at an angle, and tuck that red berry right in. And then my third stem, cut that at an angle and then tuck it. So I'm just kind of dispersing the red kind of all the way through that arrangement. Just really simple. Now, the last flower that we're going to do is a really pretty heart rose. So I'm going to take my stem and I'm going to remove some of these leaves that would fall below the water line. I'm going to take my floral knife and I'm going to go ahead and strip those thorns. For some reason, the variety Hearts which is it's a variety of red rose. They have lots of thorns, and I'm not sure why this varieties have different amounts of thorns. So this one happens to have lots. I'm going to take a wire, a florist wire. I like 21 gauge wire to wire my roses with. I usually cut it in thirds. This is a half, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to press that wire right into that calyx, and I'm just twisting that wire right around that stem, just like that. I'm going to take my floral knife, and I'm going to cut that stem at an angle, and I'm going to nestle this beautiful red rose kind of right there in the front of that arrangement. See how pretty that red rose is? I'm going to turn my arrangement around. I'm going to take my second rose, and I am going to strip some of that foliage. I like to leave as much as I can on the stem of the foliage because it's free. So don't strip those roses all the way down. If the foliage is pretty, leave it on there because it's free greenery and it just adds to that arrangement. Remove any of those rose petals that don't look pretty. And at Valentine's Day, we like to keep a basket just on our workspace and drop rose petals in that basket. What we'll do with those rose petals is we'll bag them up and we will sell them as an add-on. I'm going to take my wire, press it right into that calyx, and I'm going to twist that wire right around that stem. I'm going to take and kind of figure out where I want this rose. I think I'm going to go like right here with my rose, kind of right in the center of that arrangement, kind of right here. I'm going to take that stem, kind of measure, cut it at an angle, and nestle him right down in there. He's a little tall, so I'm going to pull him back out. Now, anytime you're cutting your flowers, always cut less than you think, okay? Because you can always cut more off, but you can't add stem to it. So there is our red and pink arrangement. Now, you can add ribbon if you would like. I'm choosing not to add ribbon to this arrangement because I don't want to have to tie bows, and it's just an added cost to the arrangement. So I'm choosing to add more flowers, less ribbon. Now, for you, if you like ribbon, add it. It does not hurt a thing to add ribbon, but I'm just choosing not to add ribbon to this arrangement. Again, this is Traditional Love. It is a traditional pink and red arrangement that we are selling for Valentine's Day. Now, we are doing actually 4 mixed arrangements for Valentine's Day this year. We're going to do Royal Love, which is a purple and red themed arrangement. This one that's a traditional pink and red. I'm going to do Wild About You, which is bold colors, blues and reds and yellows and pinks. Lots of bold, pretty colors. And then we are going to do one that's more of a pastel, but it's going to be the peachy tones, like peach and yellows, that we're going to put together. So I'm excited about this Traditional Love. I think it's going to be very pretty, and I think it'll sell well. Let me know what you think. Do you like this arrangement? Do you like this style? And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to know that you enjoyed it. If you have not already followed us here or subscribed to our channel, please do that. Hit that subscribe button right down below and you will get notifications for when we have more videos. Guys, y'all have a great day. We'll see you soon.